Good morning, world. Good morning, world. Hope by the time this message reach y'all, everybody in good spirit, man. Good health, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, you know. Hope you said a prayer this morning, last night. Bless your food, all the above. I just came on here to vibe with y'all this morning, man, to talk about a few things here and there. First thing I would like to start off, and I would like to raise the question and say, what's the big difference between crime and sin? Is there a big difference? Do you think that they had the Bible sitting right there when they was writing the laws of the land? You know how many years it took to get these many laws in place? I'm talking as far as a jaywalking ticket, which converts back to, is it safety or is it about $1? Like, it's so many wages of war that's being raised on people of all colors. So when people be screaming on all lives matter, man, trust and believe, we know that. We know that. I've seen, all my life, I've seen black people violate each other. I've seen black people loving on each other. I've seen black people care about each other. I've seen black people not care. I've seen black people live in faith. I've seen black people have faith and lose the same faith that they once had. But me personally, speaking on what I've been through, what I've seen, black lives still matter. You see what I'm saying? And when I say that, that's not a shot at no other race. That's not to say that I feel as though, I think as though my race is superior than another one's. Nah. In fact, when it was being said to the system. It was being spoke to systematic oppression. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, our own people jump in front of the system and defend them. And they counter and their rebuttal is, we do it to ourselves. Which is a hard argument. You see what I'm saying, though? Especially when you dealing with a host of people that still lost trying to find their way. They might actually believe that, because it's a lot of people that actually got sense. They believe it, you know. So I talked to my brother last night for about 15 minutes, and I showed him a couple clips, and I say, bro, you see how these people saying black lives can't matter to you, can't matter to you, can't matter to y'all, can't matter to you. Can't nobody tell me what I think. Can't nobody tell me how I feel. Now you can compare those feelings and what I think up with my actions. You see what I'm saying? But we are already living in a world where people deny judgment. We are already living in a world where people say that they're not judgmental. So if you won't even agree and admit that you're judgmental, I can't trust you to judge me fairly. That means you'll see me do 101 righteous things. You'll see me make a mistake one time. You'll see me mess up one time, 2 times, 3 times. Unintentional, intentional. And you will try to make that be my character. You'll forget about all the 100 things I've done, and you will focus out on the 3 negative things. And then you will go and pick up amongst your own people and try to congregate and bring all those negative things together and make it seem as though we're doing worse than we're actually doing. Because I'm coming to grips to believe that a lot of stuff that's going on is going to continue to go on. Just like you got good, you're going to have evil. And along with good and evil, you're going to have those that are afraid. So they're going to be swaying this way, they're going to be swaying that way, they're going to be swaying this way, they're going to be trying to be so politically correct, or they're going to be trying to avoid certain situations or conversations because they know what the masses do. You know what I'm saying? We living in a world where this shit might be hell. This shit might be heaven. This shit might be what we make it. All from a mental aspect though. All from a third eye aspect, from a mental aspect. But I will not be telling my people black lives don't matter. They can't matter. And I'm coming up with all these cases. The last person tried to kill me looked like me. I'm trying to see. Last person tried to kill me. I done had both. Do it hurt more coming from a person that look like me? I would say yeah. Would I expect it more coming from a person like me? I say yeah. Is it right? I say no. Am I gonna let what I've been through allow me to believe in my mind that black lives don't matter to black people? No, because I know what trauma is. You get what I'm saying? A person that ain't never been through what you've been through can watch the news so much and not wanting to go through what you've been through, they can allow themselves to become traumatized. Imagine if 11 or a 12-year-old keep hearing high-powered black people stress black lives don't matter. They're going to try to make some understanding out of it. So now what you're going to do whenever they start believing you? Hey man, this guy over here, he's saying black lives don't matter and he's giving good accounts for it. Like black people try to, yeah man, black lives can't matter to black people. First question I ask one of them people that's openly protesting saying black lives don't matter. How do you feel about it? Do black lives matter to you? 9 times out of 10 they're gonna say yes. And my answer to that response would be, bro, you're not the only person who black lives matter to. You get what I'm saying? But we're in a battle right now for some reason on who can bring the message across the best, who has the rawest message, you see what I'm saying? Like it's a method to this shit. You see what I'm saying? It's a method to this shit. And a lot of people trying to exploit. Is that my business? Yes and no. Yes and no. Because when you're doing this, for some reason you become competition. Anytime you start doing something that other people doing and they're considering monetizing off of it, they're considering it a way of living, you're going to be considered competition. You don't want their spot, you just doing your own thing. You see what I'm saying? And I would rather do my own thing. You see what I'm saying? Other than just keep following, listening. Because like I'm looking for the solutions. Not saying that I don't have none. I'm just saying which ones y'all gonna give out versus pointing out the negative, 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 pointing out the bullshit, pointing out the bullshit. But we all know that all that shit is attractive. You coming online talking negative about your